Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys a few different Christmas DIYs I did in my home this year. It's a little bit of upcycling, not a ton of making anything from scratch today, but a lot of upcycling and just kind of using things around the house to help me give things a new look or just kind of make it more our personal style. So let's go ahead and jump into the DIYs. So some of you guys may remember this little swag that I made last year, and this year I'm going to rip it apart and change it up. I don't love the color of the bells, nor did I love the ribbon for this year. What I'm going for this year is a little bit different than what I did last year. So I'm just taking some brown craft paint, and I don't show this because I end up going back in, but I also grabbed some black craft paint just to deepen it up a little bit more. And I'm watering it down just a tad, just so it's not, super opaque on the wicker bells. And I'm just going to deepen them up with paint. This is such an easy way to upcycle anything. And I had seen a few people spray painting and painting their wicker trees. So I figured I'd give it a chance on the bells. So it worked out great. And I left all that to dry. And the next morning I came back and was putting back my little swag with the bells. I just kind of wrap the string around until they're the height that I like, and then I'm going to go in with this really pretty tartan ribbon from Walmart. It's the My Texas House collection, and I think it's super pretty. I love it. After going to Scotland this year, I'm obsessed with all things plaid and tartan and just, those very traditional colors. So I'm going in with that, and I'm just doing this little DIY bow trick. I just kind of wrap it around a few times, and then I'm going to use a zip tie to zip tie the middle. And you do want to create 2 loops, so make sure you have enough wrapped around for that, but it's super easy, and zip ties are my best friends whenever it comes to Christmas decorating. They're so easy to use, they're super affordable, and you can really create everything. So those are those 2 loops on each side I showed you, and then I'm just gonna cut off any excess of fabric from the roll. And then I'm going to create 2 little tails by folding some ribbon in half, and then I'm going to again zip tie that to the main part of the bow. And I'm eventually going to take another piece of the ribbon and I'm going to fold it in half hot dog style and kind of double layer it to make it a little bit thinner. And I'm going to wrap that around the actual center of the bow. That way it covers up all of the zip ties. And then I'm going to use my hot glue gun to hot glue that on both sides. And then I'm going to hot glue everything to the swag. And then I'm going to be ready to put it up in my house. I think this looks so much better after I cut the tails to match, and it looks so good in the space and exactly what I envisioned. Got these gold bells at Hobby Lobby last year at the end of the season sale, and I pulled them out of the box this year and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not what I remember. So I just got some rub and buff and I threw on some gloves and threw the beads in a paper plate, and then I just used my hands to coat all of the beads with this rub and buff. And I did eventually add a little bit more to my fingers, that way I could touch each individual bead on the garland, and within 5 minutes, not even that guys, honestly probably 2 minutes, every bead was coated and it looks so much better than the original bright gold. This just gave it a little bit more of that soft antique vintage look that we were going for, and I think it came out super pretty and it looks great on the tree and exactly what I envisioned. So I had the rub and buff already, so this was basically a free project, and see how much of a difference that makes. It's so good. I can't take full credit for this because I did see someone use these frames and do a similar upcycle, but I found these frames at Michael's and I decided to change them out. I wanted to take off the little 2025 charm as well as the ribbon. It just wasn't super high quality in my opinion. So I removed that, and then I had my husband help me take this little jump ring off so I could take the charm off. I am keeping the charms. I might do something with them in like scrapbooks or something, but we took that off and I just went in with some of this liquid gold. I used this on my paintable nutcracker and I was like, well, I might as well use this. I used a paintbrush to paint on over the silver, and y'all know I'm a gold person. I do love silver, but I felt like a gold would just look better for the pictures that I had in mind. We had some family photos done in November, so I wanted to use each portrait of one of my kids that kind of show their personality. So I did order my prints from Walgreens, but a little hack is to order 4x6s, but to go through Canva and create your own image that's 4x6, and then go into like the details and add in a frame, and you can size that to whatever size you did. I did 3 inches, which was a little bit too big. I did have to cut some of the picture down, but this way I'm not trying to like figure out how to do anything crazy. And once I had the frames there, I just dragged and dropped each picture of my children, and I just duplicated the page and put in a different photo. And this was way easier than like paying for the smaller prints from Walgreens, because their 4x6s are the most affordable option. So this is how I like made 4x6s, but got the size of the image that I actually needed. So I'll have the Canva link to this little document with a frame. If you would like it, you can use it in my description box. So I hope that helps y'all. So I came home and I unboxed the photos, and I think they're just so sweet. And this would be such a good way it'd be a great gift maybe for grandparents or just a memento for yourself. I think it's really special to, document the photos and the years and everything. So I am just using my little paper cutter. I love this thing. It has helped me with so many projects. I love using a paper cutter like this, and I just cut the image down to fit. It ended up being a 2.5 by 2.5. So I had to cut off a little bit more than I planned, but all was well. And then whenever the gold was dry, that liquid leaf dries so fast, but I just went back and put the picture in, and I had some leftover ribbon. I don't even remember how I remember that I had it in my ribbon box, but this really thin ribbon that I used last year. But I just cut that, and then I just used that as the ornament hanger, and I think this looks so much better than it did. And all my boys, when they came home from school today, they were really excited to see their pictures on the tree, and my 4-year-old is just like, I love it, mommy, and he's so sweet. And this is my oldest and in this picture. But yeah, I think that was like a really cute way to take a really affordable frame. And Michael's did have them 3 for $12. I know that might be a little bit much, but they are pretty high quality. They're not like bendable or anything. So I think this was a great little DIY for Christmas. So y'all know I love dried oranges, but I decided to try my hand at a dried grapefruit because I heard that they came out like bright red, and they are a little bit larger obviously than an orange. I'm not going to say I will ever do this again, but this is how you do it. I just cut my slices into about 1/4 inch pieces, and this was a lot harder because the fruit was so big and a little bit more flimsy than an orange, just given the size. But anyways, I cut them I ended up with 6 pieces, and I pat it dry as well as I could. They're way juicier than an orange. But I pat them dry with a paper towel, and I set my oven to 225. I struggled with that, or maybe it was 170. I went back and forth on a few, but I spent all day drying these things, going back and forth, flipping them, and this is kind of how they turned out. But I did want to use them, and I just strung them onto some string using a crochet finishing hook that I have. I guess like any thicker threading needle would work, but I just used some white cotton string and strung the grapefruit slices onto the string, and I think it came out really cute. I ended up putting it in my kitchen on the little rack above the stove, and I really like it. I just like the little bit of color and texture it gives. So I do love dried oranges, but would I do dried grapefruit? I don't know. If you guys know any hacks for the grapefruit, let me know. Maybe I just need an actual dehydrator and not relying on an oven, because I just feel like they got a little bit too burnt, while there's parts that still needed to dry out a little bit more. So y'all let me know. But that is all from me today. I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know, what is a DIY that you did this year for your Christmas decor? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat about that with you guys. I was supposed to film this yesterday, and it was rainy all day and the sun never came out. So the sun finally came out. So I was like, I need to sit down and film this intro while the kids are at school, and it's not super loud. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it just gave you a little bit of inspiration or ideas to take a few things around your home. Maybe you have a few ornaments that don't really fit your style anymore, but you want to upcycle them. This is a great way to do things like that and just reuse what you have. So much more budget friendly, but also it keeps things out of the landfills, which is amazing. So I hope that this video just gave you some ideas, and if not, I hope you just enjoyed it. But I will talk to you guys later on this weekend. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll chat soon. Bye, y'all.